can still smell it. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cash app, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo, 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 yo. What up, 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 what up? People, welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501 and that 317. Y'all know how I get down. Little Rock, Indianapolis, I'm back, she back, they back, he back, we back, and we in the motherfucking building, y'all. Yes, sir. How y'all doing out there, man? Smash that thumbs up button right quick for your boy MG. If you're watching right now, right at this moment, smash that thumbs up button, man. I appreciate it. Now let's get into this shit, man. Floyd Mayweather did an interview today. Well, did a media scrum. And in that media scrum, he said a lot of shit, man. Floyd went in past 10 on a lot of people. Said Canelo was a duck. Said that Teofimo was undisputed. He considered Teofimo Lopez undisputed. Honestly, I'm gonna give my take on that when it come up, but honestly, oh wow, versus 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thug, how many going at it?
No, they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch, blow the whistle.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out here in a little bit. What's going on, Derek Lincoln? I'm gonna have to check that 3-6 Mafia and that damn me Bone Thug, the homie little shit out right quick. You did? They told me Michael Hunter and Jerry Forrest got a draw on Triller. I ain't watched the fight. But they saying Michael Hunter got a draw. Michael Hunter got a draw with Jerry Forrest. No, Jerry Forrest got a draw with Zilly Zane. So that's 2 back-to-back draws for him. And fights that he probably really won. I ain't watched the Michael Hunter fight yet, so I don't know if he won or not. Xavier Coleman, what's going on, my brother? What's good? Just trying to let more folks get in here before we start doing this Floyd Mayweather audio and shit. Yeah, the Cowboys, man, they winning right now. When you want to do it, Derek Lincoln? I've been so busy, man, with this fucking move, man. We just got boxes today, man. So I'm about to start it up, start packing shit, man. So the month of December, man, is gonna be really, 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 really crazy, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. This month, shit, supposed to be on the 18th. Supposed to be on the 18th, so man, it's already gonna be crazy. This shit gonna be crazy, man. So I mean, I'm just trying to get y'all heads up. If y'all don't be seeing a whole lot of Mike on sports shows, y'all know why. Between the December 18th and like January 1st, because I'm getting in past 10. Gotta pack, gotta move a lot of shit. So yep, that's what it's gonna be like. That's what it's gonna be like. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Derek Lincoln. I was late for the more folks getting here for this Floyd shit, but don't like that many people really give a damn about what Floyd talking about. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. Let's see what these Saints do with the ball. Good first down run. Taysom Hill ain't gonna beat you though, man. If Taysom ain't running, if Taysom ain't really having a lot of success running, he ain't really gonna be too big of a factor, man. I'm just being real with you. Like, he ain't gonna be too much big of a factor. He might complete a pass every now and again, but if he beat you passing, man, something wrong with your defense. I'm just being real with you. Miss Monique, what's going on? She says, I will be honest, I just started watching boxing in 2014. I never liked Mayweather, but after watching him after the press conference, I like him a little better. Yeah, man. I mean, Floyd gonna be Floyd. Period. Floyd gonna be Floyd. He gonna do what he wanna do, say what he wanna say, and it's like you either gonna respect it or you don't. You're either gonna respect it or you don't. So I don't know. Yeah, man. Taysom, man. Taysom, I run that ball now. He might can't do shit else, but he'll run that ball. And his finger hurt. And his finger hurting. Let's see what he got. That nigga Hill, a running back, man. Nigga, this the Wildcat. They running the Wildcat offense. Man, Mark, you need to get your boy Bomac, man. He had to do interviews left and right, making Bud look bad, I heard. Y'all Earl Spence fans say anything. Yeah, I know. I got it on right now, man. I got it on my phone. Y'all know these niggas always late. Y'all know these niggas always late. They always late.
Maybe we're telling jokes in the meantime.
They always late.
You know what? I ain't never been a motherfucking joker, but fuck, we gonna do one more.
They always late, so I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna catch it. Probably doing this Cowboys game after the show. But let's go and get to it then, though. Oh, play action. Taysom. Man, that nigga Taysom sucked, man. How he get $40 million? How he get $40 million? That nigga sucked. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Floyd, money, May all day. Money, May all day. That nigga Taysom suck, man. I ain't stunning, bro. Taysom suck, bro. And I'm being nice about it. I'm being nice about it. Nigga Taysom suck. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What a damn video at. Let me see. I can't even find the fucking video. There we go.
Undisputed at 168. As a person the only person that's defeated him, what have you seen of yourself in Canelo as of the last couple of years after he fought you?
Same fighter. It's the same fighter. It's crazy that they was like Canelo in his prime. He'd have been a different fighter. When I fought him, he was in his prime. Go back and look at me. I was the best when I was in my 20s. I wasn't. When I fought Canelo, I was almost 40 years old. And a lot of times they're gonna keep asking me about the Canelo fight, and I already know when they write about it, they're gonna make it seem like the headline. They're gonna make it seem extremely bad, seem like a beef. I mean, it seems like it's a beef. It's not a beef. I like Canelo. I mean, I like his work. But we're forgetting about Boost. What kid? Boost Ennis. Hell of a fighter. We don't talk about him. Errol Spence go through some ups and downs throughout life, tragedies, and he still get through it all. And then the guy go out and Terence Crawford, he go out there and do what he's supposed to do. Of course, he looked good, but we forget about these guys. We don't talk about Tank go out there and do what he got to do, and we forget about these guys. And I'm not going to forget about my people, fighters that don't get their credit. I'm just gonna stand behind my people through it all.
What fighter?
What fighter do you believe
you were talking to Mark
deserve
Green
more
on
credit?
FaceTime recently. It seemed like you guys were both giving each other credit on. I want to see if you can elaborate what that.
Mark Green,
yes.
He's a trainer that really don't say too much. One of the best amateurs ever. and two-time world champion as a professional, if I'm not mistaken. You know, I'm a real student of the game, real student. And my dad always knew that I was gonna be a hell of a fighter because I was a student that can learn all three ways: hearing, seeing, and doing. Mark Breland, hell of a trainer, a great guy. Remember, I was just up there talking about that. Up there, when the fighters win, you get all the credit. Then, when a fighter lose, the fighters say it was the trainer's fault.
Floyd,
It is what it is.
Floyd, 1 week from tonight, you're going to get named the Fighter of the Decade 2010 at the Boxing Writers Dinner in New York.
Which I really should be getting fighter of the last 2 decades, and you know that.
I'll put in the word. But what does that mean to you? I mean, obviously, you just talked about being remembered. You have been remembered as one of the greats of all time. When you take that award, what are you going to think of? What are you going to think of what you've accomplished in your career?
For the fighter of the decade, I'm the fighter of the last century, honestly. and it's a reason why I'm the best fighter of the last 100 years. The credentials show it. And I went out there and showed it. What's better than going out there, being world champion for what, 20 years? Box office, I got the record. Pay-per-view, I got the record. I ain't want to. It's better to have 5 world titles than 4 at one particular time. So, I mean, it is what it is. They're gonna always have their opinion about me. I'm always be who I am. I'm always speak from the heart, and know that when I went out there, I gave it 100%. Whether I was 100% when I went in there or not, I always gave it 100%.
Well, you just got done talking about it. A lot of these guys, including yourself, had to scratch and claw for that recognition. The fact that you finally got it at the highest level, do you take a big measure of satisfaction?
The best thing about my career was the bronze medal. Best thing.
Because?
Made me work hard. I know I won, but I didn't want to leave no doubt. And you see, throughout my career, they've been trying to cut my throat. I fight Canelo, what they call it, a majority decision. Yeah. I fight Canelo. Some judge had it a draw. I fight Oscar. Somebody had it a split. Come on, man. It's not good for the sport of boxing. And we talked about this. The scoring in boxing is getting worse. I don't like it. And I went to the WBC convention because, whether I want to or not, you guys may say this, but I'm still a face of boxing. And I'm going to go up. I went there to speak up for all fighters. I didn't go just to speak for black fighters. I went there to speak for all fighters and have all fighters back and say, these guys need to be treated fair.
Floyd, how important is?
All right. Miss Monique, favorite boxer right now, probably Terence Crawford, Deontay Wilder. Do I ever go to live boxing matchups? Yes, I do. I ain't been to one since COVID, but I plan on going to some more next year. COVID and this last year, bitch, has just been crazy for your boy. All right, back to Floyd.
How important is it for you to stick up for fighters of all races? You seem to really frame that a lot in your conversation, that it's not just about a black or a white or a Mexican. You seem to care about boxing as a whole. Talk to us about that.
I mean, of course, because I have fighters from all walks of life. And you know what's so crazy that I laugh at every day? When sometimes they write these stories, they say, Mayweather Promotions, only fighter they got is Tank. If y'all think that, if y'all believe that, y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe. Meaning that a fighter can't say, I'm doing business with Al Heyman, but I'm not doing business with Floyd Mayweather. Or I'm doing business with Floyd Mayweather, and I'm not doing business with Al Heyman. The PBC could be Pretty Boys champion, but we don't really want to tell y'all that. But, you know,
Floyd,
it is what it is.
Why did you sign Gervonta Davis in the first place? What did you see in him, and how did you know back then that he would be where he is today?
He talked about this. He talked about the Adrian Broner story. Actually, when he came to the gym, and it was a day before Adrian Broner was fighting Sean Porter. Right after the weigh-in, we went over to the gym because he wanted to see Tank box Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney was in good shape. Tank wasn't in good shape, but they worked. And it was some crazy work. And just with him and Devin working, it was crazy entertaining work at that particular time. So I said, you know what? I like this kid. So
Why would he say Tank wasn't in good shape? Damn, Punch Drunk got into a car wreck. Let me see, man. Let's see, Mr. Moonshine. All right. Let me see last time you uploaded the video. Been off for a day. I don't know. He said Boxing Wave and G Funky put a video out. About what? Let me see. I know some Boxing Wave. Damn.
All right. Okay. Our brother, Punch Drunk Boxing, is currently in the hospital. All right. He's currently in ICU. He was involved in a really, really bad accident. Okay. I don't have all of the details on his injuries or anything like that. I'm not going to ask a million. I don't want to bombard his family with a ton of questions, but I was contacted by his family saying that he was involved in an accident and it was a really horrific accident. Okay. So I don't know all of the details and I don't want to bombard them with questions, but he's in the hospital. Please go over to his channel, go over to his social media, his Twitter, Mr. Moonshine, his Instagram, over to his YouTube account. I will definitely leave a link to his YouTube channel in the comments and in the description. I will drop all the contact information.
Damn, man. I ain't really never really watched his videos, but hope he get better. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything good with him. Hope everything good with him, man. That's all I can say.
So I said, yo, I had somebody reach out. I think I had my assistant reach out to him on social media. And I think we met in New York. After that, I think the next day he was on a yacht with me in Miami. You know how I move around. Yeah. So we made it happen.
Then Dubai.
Dubai, and then I think we was in Egypt. We could have been in Egypt. So we was in Egypt, we was in Dubai, but I was already doing these worldwide trips a long time ago. I wanted to introduce him to it, letting him know the world is bigger than just the USA. The world is bigger than just being in Baltimore. Baltimore is a great place. So many beautiful, great people, but you got to go and let the world touch you. Get a chance to touch the surface all around the world.
It's hard to be famous. It's hard to sell pay-per-views. You've obviously done both. Tank is doing it. What's the secret?
He can do crazy numbers. It's going to be hard to break my record because you have so many people stealing. So many people stealing.
Streaming, right?
Yeah, streaming. It's still stealing. If they're not paying for it and they're getting it free, it's stealing. Let me see. Far as pay-per-view, I think I got the four top for pay-per-view. I still got a sharp mind. I mean, I think it was saying that Floyd Mayweather is he's losing his memory. I think I was when I was in Mexico. There was some little fighter they was talking about. Who was he?
Cepeda? Was he
There's
top ranked?
a fighter talking about he sparred with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Cepeda. Yeah.
Okay, well, my thing is this. I'm proud of him, for his victory. But if you done something spectacular when you sparred me, I'm going to remember you. Now, I'm human. And one thing that we can't play with is memory loss. My grandmother died from it. My Uncle Roger died from it. My daddy's going through it. So I'm only human. So can I have a little memory loss? It's possible. But guess what? One thing I did do, I built generation.
He probably mean dementia, not they died from like memory loss. You know what I'm saying? Probably like dementia or something like that, or Alzheimer's.
For my children and my family. So if I am going through that, they're going to make sure that I'm okay. Right. And Muhammad Ali went through it. So we go through those type of things. I've been hit with some big shots throughout my career. Not many as others, but it comes with the territory. And it's not like this guy came to the gym, was in training camp. I think I boxed this guy one time and didn't know I boxed him. I called so many fighters. When I'm in it, I don't work with so many fighters throughout my life. I mean, that's just what it is. But I'm not gonna remember a little guy. I don't even know what 140, 140 pounder that came and boxed me at 1 or 2 in the morning that I boxed 4 or 5 rounds. I'm not gonna remember him.
Would you really fight Julio Cesar Chavez in an exhibition? Big bag?
They asked me about that before. I take my hat off to Julio Cesar Chavez, a legendary champion. We seen what happened with him and Pernell Whitaker. Like I said before, with this scoring system, this been going on since a long time ago.
But Floyd,
if I'm not mistaken, one of my easiest victories, that was Oscar. That was easy. He fought Oscar, right? Mm-hmm. So if he felt he fought Oscar, how old was he? How old was he?
He was like 37.
No, he wasn't 37 when he fought Oscar. He was a little bit younger.
Oh, that's 34.
Well, do your homework. Look it up. Look it up. I need y'all to look it up right now. Tell me what was his age, and tell me what was my age when I fought Canelo. And then they said, they talk about these fighters. All these fighters gonna end up beating more world champions than Floyd Mayweather. You guys had 100 and some fights, 200 and some fights, 70, 80 fights. I'll still be more world champions than all y'all. Eventually, y'all will beat more world champion if y'all keep giving these guys these cupcakes. Y'all got this guy fighting that cruiserweight, even though, I want to see the cruiserweight guy.
I got the age. It's 36, and Oscar was 25.
And so how old was I when I fought Canelo? I think about 36, right? 36.
Yeah.
So you see the difference. You know what I'm saying? So you see the difference.
By the way, how did it feel to have Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Chavez Sr. all cheer for you in Mexico when you got the gold belt? That was an epic moment.
I'm a legend too. Me a legend too. Gotta be legend. Real gonna respect real, no matter how much.
That nigga said me legend too. Me legend too. And Floyd better stop that shit, man, before they had to fuck around and get canceled, man. Well, never mind, can't cancel a nigga who can pay himself. Man. Can't cancel a boss.
They made trash talk. They did it in their era. I did it in my era. And Sugar Ray Leonard to come on record and tell you this. I told you, I'm here. I'm one of the smartest. See, I work smarter, not harder, and I always talk about this. And we're going to continue to help these fighters grow and be the best that they can be. And What I'm not going to do is never let the media make us go against each other. We got to ride together and continue to work with each other and push our fighters to be great. And that's what I will do as long as I'm here.
Floyd, is there
the
opportunity that
Pacquiao
we can
fighter.
get you to work?
Isaac Cruz is a Pacquiao fighter. Pacquiao still in the mix.
I was gonna let him finish.
Okay, go. We're gonna work together. Boom. Where we at?
Isaac Cruz, Mexican, but he's from Pacquiao Promotions. What do you think of that, Floyd?
I think Pacquiao, he chose a hell of a fighter. Shit, we got so many fighters at BBC. I thought he was BBC, but he's not. I see you over here with Sean, but beating the guys just put in front of him. So, is it really that we don't like Tank or we don't like Floyd?
Floyd, is Isak a better opponent than Rolly in your opinion?
I can't really say. We don't really want this to be fight of the year. So we're not trying. We don't. He's the guy that everybody's really sleeping on. So, but it's gonna be kind of a good test for Tank, and everything should be, a great fight come Sunday. Is I think it's gonna be.
What did you see in Cruz that makes you think it's gonna be a good test for Tank?
If you're not, I just said it. I mean, I just said I watched the highlights.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're listening, but I said I watched the highlights.
No, what did you see in those highlights that makes you believe that?
Oh, I can't. I'm not that. I mean, he just
Can't tell you the secret.
I'm not going to tell you what he do good and what he don't do good. But at the end of the day, it's obvious I got the remedy because I was up there and I said I faced guys like this before in the beginning of my career.
Floyd. Yeah, when Floyd say he watched Cruz, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. When he say he watched, I don't believe he did. I don't believe he knows what Cruz is. I don't believe he watched Cruz at all.
Floyd, this could be fight of the year potentially on Saturday. I know it's December 5th, but he could steal the show.
We don't really want this to be fight of the year. So we're not trying. We don't want our guy to really take no damage, no punishment. We're not with it. The name of the game is to hit and not get hit. And we talking to one of the guys.
Man, look, bro. We don't really want this to be fight of the year, man. We don't want this to be no damn fight of the year. Hell no. We trying to get in and get out. That shit, we ain't trying to. The name of the game is hit and not get hit. He talking about fight of the year. We don't want this to be no goddamn fight of the year.
Not just Mexican.
No, I get you, but my question is,
I'll be there. He a C. Just about different things in life, different individuals.
Floyd and Leonard, I want to ask both of you in particular. Talk to us about the Sunday boxing model. A lot of
upsets.
Teofimo Lopez and Cambosis were a big upset.
Name some more.
Anthony.
They had to meet up, and then, whether like it or not, I just feel like Anthony Joshua.
Speaking on the trainer subject, in terms of that.
Well, I wish these young guys nothing but the best. These guys. Sometimes these guys win a title, then it means the world to them, and you can't knock them. That's some fighters' goal. And he was undisputed champion, something that I never did. It's not like I couldn't have done it, but I didn't do it, and that was a hell of a goal in itself. So I'm not going to sit right here and bash him or bash his dad. I wish him and his dad nothing but the best. Some people were telling me that he wanted to move up to 140. If that's the best for your fighter, then that's what you should do. But congratulations on being the former undisputed champion. Because, like I said before, now it's something that I did, nobody else has done. Also, I was I had the WBC and the WBA at welterweight, and I had the WBC and the WBA and the WBO at junior middleweight. So I'm the first fighter to hold 5 titles at one particular time. Now I don't know if nobody has done that. Now we got I think we got Canelo right now, got 4.
So Floyd said Teofimo Lopez was former undisputed because he held the reason he said it because he held 2 titles at welterweight and 3 titles at junior middleweight. That's why Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. It don't make no sense to me. It don't make no. So Floyd, you can be undisputed with a make believe title. Ain't nobody else got a franchise title besides Canelo. Man, they running the fuck out of Taysom Hill.
What, 3? I don't know what the number. I think he got 4. And then he's going up to cruiserweight. He's fighting a guy that's really not, the guy look up and down. But it is what it is. I mean, if it was up to me, like we keep on saying, we want to see Benavidez. Canelo, a hell of a fighter. But my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavidez. That's just my.
Whoa, ducking? Did he use the quack? Did he say he quacking? Oh wow, Floyd. I ain't never heard I don't think I've ever heard Floyd call somebody a duck. He called him a quack. Canelo Alvarez, he called him a duck. Y'all agree? Y'all agree or what?
Benavidez. Canelo, a hell of a fighter. But my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavidez. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm allowed to speak my mind. That's just what it is. He's going up to cruiser, and I'm not knocking him, but he's going up to cruiserweight. And that same guy with that, he used to be at the Mayweather boxing gym. The guys really getting the best of him in the Mayweather boxing gym. So if he's going up to quote unquote cruiserweight, I mean we got a lot. Benavidez can go and beat that same guy. He can beat that same guy at 168. So he's not doing nothing, like I said before. But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right. But do I like this fight? Absolutely not. We want to see Benavidez. Let's make it happen.
Speaking of Canelo, he's showing a lot of support for Isaac Cruz. What do you think about that?
What I don't like is this, and I want to talk to Tink about this. You can't be wearing Canelo gloves and he's rooting against you. I don't get it. I mean, I wouldn't do it. And then it's not like, some gloves, we can wear 1,000 different gloves. The results, it's always going to be the same, but I can't wear your gloves and you root against me.
Who was wearing Canelo gloves? Joshua Spencer on the super chat. What's going on? He says, paying my entry fee. I don't know what that means. I appreciate it, though. Who was wearing Canelo? Was David Benavidez wearing Canelo gloves? Was David Benavidez wearing Canelo gloves? David Benavidez versus Kyron Davis. I know damn well he wasn't wearing Canelo gloves in that last fight. Nah, he wearing Rivals. It look like he wearing Rivals to me. They would like to me like he wearing some Rival gloves. Yeah, those say I think them Rivals. Yeah, them Rival gloves. Who was wearing Canelo gloves? Tank was. I think Tank was wearing Canelo gloves. Damn. I mean, how Canelo going against Tank though? Oscar Valdez? Oh, Ryan Garcia. Gotcha.
Floyd, we just recently saw Canelo win Undisputed at 168. As the only person that's defeated him, what have you seen of yourself in Canelo as of the last couple of years after he fought you?
Same fighter. It's the same fighter. It's crazy that they was like Canelo in his prime. He'd have been a different fighter. When I fought him, he was in his prime. If you go back and look at me, I was the best when I was in my 20s. When I fought Canelo, I was almost 40 years old. And a lot of times they're gonna keep asking me about the Canelo fight, and I already know when they write about it, they're gonna make it seem like the headline. They're gonna make it seem extremely bad, seem like a beef. I mean, it seems like it's a beef. It's not a beef. I like Canelo. I mean, I like his work. But we're forgetting about Boost. What kid? Boost Ennis.
Dranas, yes.
Hell of a fighter. We don't talk about him. Errol Spence go through some ups and downs throughout life, tragedies, and he still get through it all. And then the guy go out and Terence Crawford, he go out there and do what he's supposed to do. Of course, he looked good, but we forget about these guys. We don't talk about Tank go out there and do what he got to do, and we forget about these guys. And I'm not going to forget about my people, fighters that don't get their credit. I'm just gonna stand behind my people through it all.
Floyd, you're talking about credit. You were talking to Mark Breland on a FaceTime recently, and it seemed you guys were both giving each other credit on.
He came to the gym, and it was the day before Adrian Broner was fighting Sean. I mean, that's just what it is. But I'm not gonna remember it. Play a little bit of basketball. Y'all already know what I got, so I'm here.
Floyd, is there an opportunity that we can get you to work?
Isaac Cruz is a Pacquiao fighter. Pacquiao's still in the mix.
I was going to let him finish.
Okay, go. We gonna work together. Boom. What we at?
Isaac Cruz, Mexican, but he's from Pacquiao Promotions. What do you think of that, Floyd?
I think Pacquiao, he chose a hell of a fighter. Shit, we got so many fighters at PBC. I thought he was with PBC, but he's not. I see you over here with Sean, but I mean, we'll just see. Me and Pacquiao actually, then we're gonna play basketball in the Philippines. That's coming up soon. So
When is that?
I think January. So we're gonna play a little bit of basketball. Y'all already know what I got. So
You taking the team out there, or are you playing just one-on-one? What's how's that going?
I got a big enough jet to take a team out there. We're taking some guys out there. The thing is, the rules is we got some former NBA players, a couple and1 players. So it's gonna be interesting.
He's running for president right now.
He could be bringing us over here to help him win.
Hopefully,
it's possible.
Will you campaign for it?
Do you co-sign his presidency, Floyd?
Absolutely. Yeah, even though they made us, it's really the media. Like the media can always paint a picture the way they want to paint a picture. It's so crazy that I'm so proud of Tank as a fighter. I love him. I love his team. I want the best for him. But it's so crazy how y'all media always shit on him, talk bad about him. And it's so bad that they do this just because of me. Because of me. And I honestly feel like that's fucked up.
No, it's not. Whoa, it's not. That ain't the reason why we just want to see Tank in there with Devin Haney's of the world. We want to see Tank in there with Tio, with Loma. We don't want to see Mario Barrios, Isaac Cruz, Leo Santa Cruz. Like, it's not that we shitting on Tank or hate Tank or don't believe in Tank. We just think Tank is that fucking good to go get the other real good fighters in the other division. Ain't nobody out here shitting on Javante cause of you. Oh, I know y'all got a plan and y'all moving them, y'all making stars and all that other shit. We just want to see Tank in there with somebody who gonna give him something to think about. I don't know if Isaac Cruz gonna give him something to fucking think about. Isaac probably ain't gonna give him nothing to think about. I probably don't give him the goddamn thing to think about. I'm just keeping it 100. We just want to see Tank in there with the real opponent, Floyd. Like, come on, man.
Just that they do this to this kid. He go out there, he fight, he win, he do it in impressive fashion. You got guys like Oscar, and I'm gonna always set an example and say, well, Floyd, you trash talk a lot. You was cocky, and you supposed to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who the fuck gonna believe in you? And I went out there day in and day out and proved that I was the best. And it's fucked up that they don't got Tank as one of the top guys, pound for pound. Now you look, and then you guys they can rate Canelo up there. And I just feel like Canelo is one of the guys. He's one of the top guys up there, but he's not the only guy. This is not cool. Even though Spence went through what he went through, and Crawford, because Crawford and Spence haven't fought one another, doesn't mean these guys should be rated up there. Every time they went out there, they done what they had to do. There's so many young fighters that's up and coming that we don't talk about. And I'll come on record and say, these guys, that kid Ennis Booth, don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him. I tell these fighters, don't. Hell of a fighter. And even Benavidez should be ranked in the top pound for pound. You know? But what we don't talk about is, Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all.
Whoa. Damn. Did he just take it down? Did he just take it down? Canelo steroids. Whoa, Floyd. She right. See, when I say it, people don't have this reaction to it, man. When Mr. Vegas bring it up, people don't respect Mr. Vegas' opinion. They're like, nah, Mr. Vegas, why you hating on Canelo? Why you hating on Canelo? Why it was the meat, it was the beef. When the boxing world, the hardcore, the underground boxing scene, when we bring it up, we get shit on. Why y'all talking about Canelo steroids, man? He was in Vita. He enrolled in Vita. That man. First of all, they up the fucking clenbuterol levels. Raise them up. And they gave him a little sissy ass suspension. Niggas still fought on the same day they was planning on fighting on. Didn't nothing change. Retroactive. Slap on the wrist. But when Floyd do it, it's a problem. Damn.
Before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up. That gangsta boo.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! happened, man?
He fucked up the show. Who you want? You know I don't care.
Man, come on, man. And what happened on the verses, man? Busy Bone throwing a mic out sideways and shit. Man, come on. Ah! Ah! Hey, man. Hey, man. Oh, my God, man. What is this? What is it? Y'all ain't gonna be mocking me on the stage. Man, if you won't shut the fuck up.
But what we don't talk about is, Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. And he was what he could have been not clean in a lot of fights.
You think he was clean the night he fought?
I'm saying I don't know. That's y'all. This Canelo. Come on, man. The kid was a cakewalk. Kid, easy.
You named 5 fights.
Damn. Cakewalk. Easy. Steroids.
Fighters right there. What's your pound for pound list?
I mean, I ain't gotta rate these guys pound for pound. I ain't gotta rate. I don't got to rate time. I'm just tired that a lot of times people send me these stories about what the media write about. And I mean, yeah, do racism go on within the sport of boxing? Absolutely.
Floyd, is there
Can you elaborate on that, Floyd?
No, I don't want to elaborate on that because y'all have me out here and making shit look bad for me. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all make it look bad for me because y'all don't make it look bad for me because I write my own checks. So I say what I want to say. I always speak from the heart.
Floyd, with Crawford leaving Top Rank, is there a possibility that you will work with Crawford and potential future fights?
I've been telling for the longest. Not like I've been trying to take him away from Top Rank. If you just look, I'm saying just look at this. Love Terence Crawford. Right after the fight, I called him to congratulate him. And y'all look at Tank. Mm-hmm. They're like, look what I was able to do with him. I didn't do it by myself. Look what we were able to do together, I should say. You know what I'm saying? With them, with the help of them and his team, we worked together. So I think the Staples Center, is 18,000? So even if we do 15,000, that's some hell of a numbers. And Tank is a huge name in the sport of boxing. And it wasn't all from me. I was able to help position him, me, Al, Leonard, all of us together. His team that works with him on a daily basis, we work together. We had a game plan. You always gotta have a game plan. And then a lot of times, the media, y'all be like, well, what's the game plan? When he go out there, what's the game plan? I'm not gonna tell y'all the fucking game plan. So what an opponent can go home and say, oh, that's the game plan, well, I'm gonna do something different. So what I used to do is always give y'all a bullshit game plan. Tell y'all what I want to tell y'all. We're never gonna tell y'all the game plan. The game plan is to tune in.
Yeah. Floyd, one of the big things when I was growing up watching is that you took B side to get to the A side, and it seems a lot of fights.
No, don't do that.
Well, I'll let you finish.
Don't do that. Technically, they may put a fighter on the A side. Right. You always knew I was the A side for real.
Of course, but you played the politics and allowed.
And just like, throughout, I know eventually we're gonna do a huge documentary about my career and about my life, and I'm gonna go through all the ups and downs of my career, and what happened, throughout my career. The ups and downs, but what happened throughout my career.
I just remember the Turogati fight specifically.
Yeah, that's one that racism plays a major role.
And,
absolutely.
and you took the steps and to get to the position. And a lot of fighters may not do what you did. Do you feel that's the case?
Yeah, money got taken away from me for that fight. Yeah, a lot of things happened, but I don't care. I'm the best. You can't stop me. What's meant to be is meant to be.
Did that play a part?
Remember, all these fighters when they faced me, they was talented. I'm God gifted. That's the difference.
Did that play a part in you taking Arturo Gatti apart the way that you did? Did you come in a little angry or touched?
Never angry. Always keep your composure. Always keep your cool. I was on a mission. And when I'm on a mission, I mean, you could feel like you're the best, but when you face me that night, you're gonna come up short.
What's the key to growing Gervonta's career from this point forward? I mean, he's got these multiple pay-per-views in a row.
Nigga, I damn near forgot Gervonta was fighting. I damn near forgot Gervonta. I'm thinking Floyd finna fight. I'm thinking Floyd finna fight. Shit, Floyd like here get dropping gems.
May not be able to. Don't worry. The betting. So I'm gonna let y'all know.
Are you throwing this off? Are you throwing this off like you said? Like, or are you giving this?
If you throw all hooks, I gotta make you throw it. Yeah.
Well, what do you miss the most from fighting? Is the preparation? Is the fight night? Is the
No, it's nothing. As far as but after the fight, I said I give him more credit. I take my hat off to him because I said, with his background in wrestling, this is what I meant. His background in wrestling was unbelievable because the whole night all he did was wrestling. And so I said, they said he was a top level wrestler. I said, I can tell.
Floyd, take me back to teenage Floyd.
So I probably went on Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and I'm giving y'all shots out these different places. I gotta give me that check. But Frankie Randall made now. These young fighters want to, everything is the internet. My thing, I had a fan base for the internet. I wanted to fight. One of my goals was to fight Cuba. And what better place to fight Cuba at than the Olympics?
And you beat them by 1 point.
As soon as it don't have to be a loss. As far as taking a loss, not having your hand raised, you could take a loss as far as like when Tank, he didn't make the weight. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. So that comes with body.
Devin Haney in a sparring session.
Y'all told me y'all got it in.
Yeah, that night. And that was my first time in the middle of the gym, so I had to give him my all, what I had.
It was putting on the show. We had the gym on 100 degrees. That's what we do. Just like myself, I was able to have that puncher power at 130, then I had to punch at 135, and then 140, and then at 47, the body started breaking down. Like anything, the body started breaking down. But I still had all my faculties.
Do this and do that.
I feel as though he's a fighter, so he's definitely supposed to have that mindset. Once again, I'm not too far from being that underdog. So I feel as though he have an opportunity. And like myself, like when I have an opportunity, I try to make the best of it. So he's trying to make the best of it. We'll see come Sunday night.
He's getting a lot of support from Canelo heading into this fight. What do you think? You bored Canelo's gloves, I think. You like Canelo. What do you think of Canelo kind of supporting him heading into this fight?
I mean, they both from Mexico, so I don't think too bad up what he's supposed to support somebody from this country.
Gervonta, I know it might be a little awkward given that he's sitting right next to you, but can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Calvin and maybe how it's evolved over the years and the trust that you have in him?
Calvin always been, that male figure in my life. I always knew. I think a lot of young kids that's coming up around the time I was coming up needed that father figure. You know what I mean? So I really wasn't getting it at home. My father wasn't home, so my next step was them. Cal was that guy. So I feel as though both of us were on that same mission. So we locked in, and before Cal, it was his son. His son trained me, and I had a tight bond with his son. And his son was like a real good guy. So I think I got that energy from his son, and then we carried on from his son to the father. And that's when we locked in.
We spoke before, and I spoke earlier, and he was kind of telling me a lot about, the tragedies of some of the guys that used to work out at your gym and stuff. Just kind of wondering, just kind of seeing those things, experiencing those things. How did that kind of shape you into being the person you are now?
I mean, just, I was big on, I was younger than them guys, so it was like, just learning from that mistake. I know what
Is the negative.
that's exactly what I feel, but I know that, I'm from, it's, what I mean? So I feel as though I'm blessed to have that,
Sometimes you don't, but you see all that?
I mean, that's what it is.
Why? Why are they calling you out?
Floyd in the
Throw shade
a little bit.
Not you.
He's missing a couple buckets.
Right. In the All Access, they threw a little shade at Tank about his basketball games. They wasn't making a lot of shots, but
I did.
But they did. Yeah, they said that just that day.
Yeah, I throw shade.
No,
He was throwing shade.
they was throwing shade
A little bit.
Not you.
He's missing a couple buckets.
Right. Tank said it was a bad day. Did you have you played with Tank, and was he going to be on the Manny Pacquiao team that you take to face against Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know if you want to go there and play. You can go there and play on my team.
Tank, you're on a long string of KOs right now. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tank, you're on a long streak of KOs right now. Talk to me about the anatomy of throwing that knockout shot. Are you throwing these punches unconsciously? It seems like lightning bolts just coming out of nowhere sometimes. Where do these shots come from?
Your hands don't.
Floyd a fool, bro. It come from your hands, don't it? It come from your hands, right? Damn, why he do that reporter like that, man?
I don't know. I just, I've been doing it for so long. It's second nature. I don't think I'll be trying to throw with bad attention every time. It just come off like that.
Do you have a favorite knockout you ever achieved so far?
Yeah.
When is it? Video?
Why is that?
What is that? That's the destiny for Cruz on Sunday night?
We're not going to tell you that. I told you that. Hold on. I just told you we're not going to tell you the game plan. No, we're not going to do that. That shit come with the territory. It's the fight game. You win some, you lose some.
You did that?
Shit, I lost some worse than that. I lost my children's mother. So shit, we like I just said before, you don't always got to not. You can have a loss, but it don't always have to be in the ring. So we have losses through our life. So like I said before, you go through ups and downs in life. You win some, you lose some. But we live and we keep fighting just through our life.
Speaking of inside and out the ring, Leonard, you mentioned earlier while you were up there talking about Tank is that Tank seems to be getting it together both inside the ring and outside the ring. Can you elaborate a little bit on that for us, sir?
Well, did you guys get a chance to see the podcast that he did? This is the first in-depth interview that he's given where the fans got a chance to see a different side of him. I mean, if you just go and you look at how many views that interview has gotten. These are the kind of things we think outside of the box to cross them over. Because there's no shade against you guys, but you guys kind of just ask the same old routine, ordinary questions. And it was a chance to
hold on. Shit, ain't too many questions they can ask. Shit, they ain't never fought before.
Yeah.
So most time motherfuckers doing an interview, these boxing so-called, like they got all the guys just commentating for the fights. I'm like, yo, now Timothy Bradley do a good job a good job, and Andre Ward. Both of those guys do a good job. But a lot of people, and I appreciate you guys covering boxing, but a lot of times you guys only can ask the questions that they ask because they don't really know nothing about boxing for real. I'm gonna say like Roger Mayweather, they really don't know shit about boxing.
But it was a good opportunity to see a different side of him, and in my personal opinion, I think it was the best interview he's ever done that I personally witnessed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. See, I don't know if I'd be covering to me Floyd and them fight, man, because they disrespectful with it. They disrespectful with it, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, man. Steroids. Teofimo Lopez was undisputed. Terence Crawford. Floyd called him. Told him good job. And yeah, man. I'm gonna get on down. Oh, phone line's open, man. If you want to call in, I'm gonna let you guys call in right quick if you want to call in. If not, I'm about to give me some food. I'm hungry as hell. Then we'll get something to eat. Something to eat. Let me go grab something to eat. Let me see what they got going on with that. Throwing it up though. Oh, did he catch it? He caught it. He's out of bounds. He was out of bounds. They needed that. They needed that. Well, all right, y'all. I'm out this time. Catch me tomorrow, man. Catch me tomorrow. We'll try to be back tomorrow, like around 1 o'clock. Until next time, you know what it is. I'm out this thing.